Alright, can't wait. See you guys chatting in there and needed to jump in because couldn't wait the other 5 minutes that I needed to till it was on. So hopefully nobody misses too much of this. Hi guys, welcome to the live first reaction review or discussion. Looking forward to hearing all your thoughts and things. This one was off the hook. This one was I found it a lot of flash, but not a lot of substance. There was very little storytelling and a lot of shoot 'em up explosions. A little too much at times. But that being said, that was great. Seeing those effects was awesome. Um, so hey guys, and Doug Clements, one of our moderators and one of our admins over on the Trekyards page on Facebook, you must watch Orville. Yes, there are some shaky episodes. Yes, the first 2 or 3 episodes in season 2 are not the best, but by God, man, at least watch Identity parts 1 and 2. You need to watch Orville. Orville is a great show. That being said, hello Joe Torres. Hello everyone that is here. Um, love all you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Jill Wright puts in $2 first super chat of the night. Thank you very much, Jill. Shout out to Admiral Cornwell. Cornwell. Yes, we got that. It is Cornwell. Yes, it is. So in Canada here, it was an hour and a half long. That being said, they put in a lot of goddamn commercials, so it wasn't really an hour and a half long. I'm not sure what the actual running time is without commercials, but Joseph, yes, I'm positively glowing. Maybe I got some action earlier this evening. You don't even know. That's all I can say. Um, Cornwell should have gotten beamed out. Cornwell, she was my favorite. Oh, sorry, Doug. Too bad she's dead. Spoilers, guys. By the way, don't tune into these if you don't want spoilers. Um, so it did resemble BSG with all the fire and explosions going on. I prefer Cornwall. I don't like Cornwell. That's not a real name as far as I'm concerned. Cornwell, like it's Cornwell. I don't. It just Cornwall sounds better. Cornwall. I know people named Cornwall. Just makes more sense to me than Cornwell. I don't know. Anyway, it's Cornwell. Uh, 1 hour and 5 minutes 33 seconds. See, and space they stretch it to an hour and a half. That's why there's so many goddamn commercials. It's really irritating. Just for this one, 25 minutes of commercials. That's sad. Just because it's on network television, they needed to space it so it didn't go an hour and 10 minutes or an hour and 15 minutes. They needed to bump it. So that's why that's not how many commercials we generally get. So it's not typical for Canadian TV at all. So too much action, too many small ships. Yeah, too much action is right. Shields down to 35%. And then things are happening and people are talking and things are happening and people are talking and things are happening. And then shields down to 32%. And there's just explosions everywhere. We've got hull breaches. We've got 7 dead, but shields are only down to 80 some percent. It's like, okay, what? And then the little clown car shuttle bay on Enterprise launching ship. It's like, guys, you realize that your shuttle bay is not that big, right? Oy. I was a little early again. Yes. I couldn't wait, guys. I couldn't wait. It's just exciting, and there's so many people here waiting for me. So, um, the repair droids were awesome. The repair droids were fucking stupid. Andrew Sepp puts in $2. We had a Bluetooth earpiece and rocks in the episode. Yes, rocks everywhere. I was hoping from the preview that we wouldn't get consoles loaded with rocks like every other Star Trek series, but I don't know what it is with their shrapnel or debris. It's not very realistic. And I thought the repair droids were incredibly stupid. DOT 7s. Like, seriously? We got R2D2s now in Star Trek. Whatever. Tom F39, $2 Canadian. Rocks. Yes. Please repeat everything I missed. You didn't miss anything. I'm excited for the episode. I said it had a lot of flash, a lot of glitz, a lot of glamour, but not really much substance to it when you get down and actually break it down. Um, yeah, they showed the stupid roller coaster again, and as a result of that stupid roller coaster ride comprising big empty spaces of ship, it actually causes a pretty serious injury to one of the main characters. Stamets kind of gets impaled. Yeah, repair droid. Spock could have used those in the Wrath of Khan. Absolutely, he could have. Tell us the truth. Are you glowing because of the last episode, or can you and Sylvia dance the horizontal mamba, um, the lambada? A little bit of both, maybe. That may have happened earlier in the day, in the afternoon, but I'll never tell because I'm a gentleman and a captain. You know, 227 people here. That's incredible, guys. Thank you very much for joining. And I'm still early. Actually, I'm right on time now. So, talk about the last 10 minutes. I can't because I'm under orders not to discuss it. Starfleet said so. Caleb Horn puts in $5. That was pretty good finale. I guess the surprise the showrunners hinted at was the Discovery and crew are written out of Starfleet history. I guess, and it made me going like, okay, I loved seeing the ending. I loved seeing the Enterprise getting repaired to the way it looks in Discovery. Should have been repaired to look more like TOS, but whatever. That's another issue altogether. Then Spock finally donning the blue uniform and shaving. Although he looks too baby-faced to be Spock, in my opinion. And that's sad because I really enjoyed his performance as Spock throughout this whole thing. So, does Stamets survive? Um, I don't know, to be fair. The moment the Roomba was invented, repair droids were inevitable. Yes, this is true. Cornwell should have just asked to be beamed out. Sure. Um, he is a young Spock, though. Yes, that's true. The rocks are kind of insulation foam. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I get too. I thought Spock was really good. Um, yeah, there's actually a few things that we called. Samuel called the Cleave ship. The Cleave ship, the big Klingon Cleave ship comes in. That's actually really cool. We actually just filmed an episode about the Cleave ship, which hasn't been released yet. I don't know if it's going to be released on um, this Saturday or whether it's coming out. I don't know when it's coming out. Um, but seeing the Cleave ship was kind of cool. It's a really weird Klingon design. It's cool that we see it again. But I wanted more D7s. We did see a bunch of D7s come in, mind you, and we saw a Klingon bridge. We saw a Klingon at the controls that looked like a Klingon. It was actually pretty good, and we called that the Klingons were going to come in and save the day. Samuel called that there would be a Klingon bridge. There's a bunch of stuff we called in this episode, um, which makes us happy. But we're going to talk about that more tomorrow. You have to check out our review in the afternoon, and then at 5 Eastern Standard Time. Even though it's a holiday, it is Good Friday. We're still going to be doing our live review and breakdown of this episode. So, um, Corner of the Moon puts in $5. So, do you think Discovery Season 3 is going to be like Voyager? Possibly. As I was saying, I like how it ended with the Enterprise and stuff, but I wanted to see something of Discovery. We know they didn't get destroyed. Where are they? What's going on? We did get the seventh signal, and I guess Enterprise is heading that way. 51,000 light years. That would take them, what was 70,000 or 80,000 light years for Voyager to get home, which would take them 70 years. So, Caleb Horn again puts in $2. Thank you. How about those phaser beams fire at will? Oh, dude, that scene at the beginning with the blue phaser beams just going everywhere out of like the phaser ball turrets. First of all, I love phaser ball turrets on a TOS Constitution class. It's very Starfleet battles, so that was really cool. And just oh, it was just amazing seeing all of that. So very much thumbs up for that for me. That was just great. Yeah, Pike literally talks about his own plot armor. I'm fine with that. Yeah, that was amazing. Like, I'm gonna go down there and handle this because you know what? I can't die. That was awesome. Um, I love how Cornwall kind of says, you know what? If you're wrong, though, you're putting on gambling with a lot of people's lives. He's like, yeah, well, I guess. Okay, fine. I want that Enterprise E screensaver. It's just an Elcars, but thank you. How is Giorgio going to lead the Section 31 show if they're trapped in the future and not allowed to come back? That's a good question. She is on Discovery, isn't she? Well, they said that it has been confirmed that or Section 31 show is going to begin after season 3 of Discovery, so chances are at least one of them gets back. Probably Giorgio. That's a very good question. Thanks for this, Captain. I always watch your first reactions before I watch the episode. Don't do that. You're going to spoil it for yourself. 331 people here. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Um, I love how they say, yeah, we got to make Section 31 more transparent. We got to cut back on things, and you're the perfect man for the assignment. Your duality, dual nature of your existence. Awesome, awesome. Yes, get them back to more clandestine organization. Ensign Ricky puts in $5. Thank you very much, Ensign Ricky. Glad it's finally over. Now they can write their own stories in their own timeline. Phew, what the fuck moments in this episode. Just happy that they are out of the 2250s. I totally agree with everything you said. There are some unanswered questions. It's a very confusing episode. Again, lots of explosions, lots of action, lots of loud noises, lots of just in-your-face stuff. Very little substance, which surprises me because they had a lot of questions to answer that they kind of just glazed over. But yeah, I don't know. John Arkeki puts in $5. Thank you. This is going to give the anti-trekker a heart attack or what? Well, yes, I'm supposed to tune into the anti-trekker when I'm done my live here because he said he knows that I hate the negativity, but he says I got to tune in because he's got a special little surprise or a gift for me or something. I don't know if it's an animation or what it is, but I got to check it out. So I will be tuning into anti-trekker when I'm done this live. Probably not right away, but shortly after. So if you guys are over on the anti-trekker, his first reaction review, I will be there as well, probably in the comments for a few minutes at least, not very long, but that's just the way it is. The blue phasers are proper TOS though, absolutely. Yes, no more 2250s. Yes, by all means, put Discovery in the future. Get it out of time. Uh, Great, that's great. Poor Tilly, poor Tilly. And what's with the Kelpians, the Kaminar warriors, as they call themselves, flying Baul fighters? Did they take over the Baul? Did they confiscate the fighters? Did they kill all the Baul? What's going on with that? That was a weird plot twist for me. Um, Mark Mapleback puts in $2 Canadian. This episode co-directed by Michael Bay. That's funny. I got to use that. I got to use that when we do the review. If I have permission, Mark, I want to use that tomorrow when we do our actual review. It feels a bit like the Calypso plot was dropped. I don't think so. I think it's going to be included in season 3 because they say she sets her controls for 930 years in the future. Yeah, and Discovery's told to wait. So I don't know if the crew finds a way back to the past and leaves Discovery in the future, or if some of the crew make it back, some of the crew die. Giorgio would obviously have to make it back for the Section 31 thing, so there's that. Veritas puts in $2. Did Pike call number 1 by her first name? No, he did not. It was actually funny at the end where they're doing the debriefing at Starfleet Command, and they're like, name, Captain Christopher Pike. Number 1. John Arkeki puts in 420. Haha. He gonna appear on Auntie's 60th birthday stream. When is his birthday stream? Tonight? And is he 60? Oh my god. He's not 60. But I love the 420 thing. That was awesome. Thank you very much for the donation. Did you like the camera fade away from the Enterprise bridge at the end? Yes, I did. Georgia moved the data. She did not steal it. Sorry, everything's flying by so quick here. Sorry. Caleb Horn puts in $5. Burnham's angel scenes and time travel were awesome, very beautifully done. Understandable as some people have issues, but I loved it. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I'm glad I called it that Michael Burnham eventually wears the suit or a suit, and that's why they got her bio-neural signature in the data. Perfectly done. He did call her by her first name. Did he really? What was her first name? I missed that. I've watched that part twice now, and I didn't catch it. Ralph Solis, $4.99. If they would have aired parts 1 and 2 together as a 2-hour movie, this would still have a same. Would you still have the same opinion about substance? No, I wouldn't. No, I absolutely would not. Because this is like the first part's the setup, the build up, the escalation, then all the action happens, and then yeah, I wouldn't have had the same issue with that. Absolutely not. If the seventh signal is Burnham, how? I thought she was heading into 950 years in the future. Una. Is her name Una? I knew that was in one of the books. Anna or Una? I think it's Una. Because I know that's her name in one of the books. So that's actually very interesting. I thought it was Saru that said that to Washakam or whatever the hell her name is. I thought it was her first name. Maybe I'm wrong. I gotta go back and watch. Sorry. They should have taken Discovery to the year 3978. That way they could meet Taylor on the Planet of the Apes. Calling her back to the bridge sounded like they had said Anne or Anna. Oh, it's when he calls her back to the bridge. Okay, I don't think I'm back. I started watching it again to take my notes, so I got like the first half of the notes done, but I haven't finished the last half yet, so I'll have to keep an ear out for that. How about making Astromech speaking? Don't even get me started. You know, I'm a huge R2D2 fan. As you can see back here, I've got, you know, R2Q5 and R2D2, and I love droids. As you guys know, I got a lot of droids in this room. But to hear, what was it, DOT2s? DOT7s. Yeah, DOT7s. I put seriously, R2D2s. Just stupidity beyond stupidity beyond stupidity. That is not Starfleet tech. 375 people. I wonder if we can break the 400 mark. Did you enjoy the Angel Suit holographic temporal controls? Actually, yeah, I thought that was cool. Somebody called that out on our last live saying it's probably her controls. Sammy and myself thought it was the Section 31 ship or something, heads-up display. But yeah, the way she pulls that up, and that's actually very cool. Tony Stark needs one of those. I think it was Una. It was in the books, and someone just said it means one. Makes sense. Well, there you go. Veritas, I think you're right. I don't think they were actual droids. I think those were damage control teams in suits. That would make sense because in the Mr. Scott's Guide to the Enterprise, I believe there are actually suits like that. Repair suits. Hold on. Just grab my trusty Mr. Scott's Guide to the Enterprise. And I think they look very similar. If that's the case, that's a beautiful call out. That is a beautiful reference. Maybe they're not in here. Where are they? They're in one of the manuals. Yeah, it's not in here. I must be thinking of one of the other ones. Anyways, stop looking at my ass. There were guys in awfully clunky suits like that. Yeah, it's in one of the manuals. I know that for a fact. I'll have to see if I can find it. That might be Star Trek. Usually doesn't have robots like that. Yeah. I know the repair pods are the Enterprise ebook. Repair pods. Got that one too. I've got all of them pretty much, but Yeah, there it is. It is in the Next Generation Technical Manual, right there. And those are extravehicular suits, yeah. For extended operations, multi-armed repair suits. Yeah, I got a picture of that for tomorrow. I'm going to Miss Admiral Cornmeal. Yes, yes. They looked exactly like that. Very similar, yes. I wouldn't say exactly, but close enough. Stephen Julius puts in $5. What happened to the Golden Gate Bridge? It has solar panels on it. It doesn't that take away from the purpose of the bridge? No, because if you look at it in, I think it's the motion picture, the director's cut, some of the movies, it has the same thing over top, and it's got like underneath are two like train systems, one that goes one way, one goes the other way. So it doesn't actually. It did destroy Fordex with the ship. Didn't you see the ship at the end? It had a huge gash out of it like this. And it's cool because that briefing room was at the very front of the ship, because that was the briefing room it was stuck into. And you could see the windows, the round windows, which are at the front of the saucer on the Constitution class. So 400 people here. Everybody hit like. Everybody just hit like right now. Let's have a massive like spike. That rhymes. It's a like spike. You spike the like, crunch the like, hit the like, smash the like, whatever you want to do with the like. But let's have a like spike. Let's do it. Would separating the Enterprise saucer section have been an option for you if you were writing this plot to clear the warhead? Yeah, I actually said that halfway through the episode, once it was jammed in there. I said to Sylvia, are they going to saucer separate? Because that would be cool. That'd be cool to saucer separate. UFP capitals in Paris, so it would be cool to see that. I think we did see that at the end of season one. End of season one after the Klingon War, and they got their medals. Thank God she shut that door to save the ship. Yeah, one of the blast doors closed, the other one didn't. We got to close it manually from the inside. I was like, oh, I saw that coming a mile away. Yeah, let's do a like spike. Like spike, like spike, like spike. I will send you some Discovery Elcars for your wonderful display behind you. Timothy, please do so. I need Elcars. I'm an Elcars junkie. I want some Elcars. Timothy Peel, send me some Elcars, please. Thank you. You guys do great work, and I want to, please, just email them to trekyards@hotmail.com. Send me the links, whatever you need to do. Let me know. I like the engineering screen behind Captain Foley. Well, thank you. It'll change. It'll change in other things. More Andorians and Tellarites would be cool. Funny you mentioned saucer separation. Encounter at Front Part was on space last night. I turned in just as Riker gave the order. And right before Discovery Tonight on space was the Deep Space Nine episode where they mined the entrance to the wormhole and then abandoned Deep Space Nine at the end. And of course, Martog decloaks, and Jadzia says, see? And people say there's never Klingon around when you need one. Happens. Same thing happened in the episode tonight. The Cleave ship comes in, and then the D7s come in. It was pretty epic. That those were back to back. Those two episodes. So are the Klingons going to get some Section Secret 31 tech from the wreckage left after the battle? I mean, possibly. I love how all the ships. Where did you get the Elcars? I love how that's your name. You got an arrow. All right, I've answered this question about 50 million times over the past 5 years on Trekyards. They are various random screensavers that I've downloaded over the years. There are also several flash animations that you can get from a site called elcars.uk.co.uk, whatever. UK websites are weird. So they're actually flash animations. So what you can actually do is like do a screen cap or record the screen, make a short little video, and I just upload them to YouTube or something, create a LCARS playlist, and then put it on random and have it do its thing. Some of them are screensavers, so again, you just use the screen capture software, you capture the screen for as long as the screensaver does its thing, and then you just save that video file, upload it to a YouTube or whatever, and you can just put it on random. Valkyrie417 puts in $5. What did you think of the Enterprise bridge? It had jelly beans. I thought it was awesome. We already did an episode or 2 or 3 about the Enterprise bridge. I thought it was great. I hate that they're called jelly beans, but whatever. Look good. Brad Ruffton puts in $5 Canadian. Thank you. I love these live streams and your channel. It's the reason I started getting into Trek. Thanks, Captain. Oh, seriously, that's awesome. I'm glad to be part of that. And you're welcome. Absolutely. Thank you for joining in. And I'm glad that it's good to hear that, those kind of things from people that we either got them back into Trek, we got them back into designing starships. They feel like they have friends they can hang out with and just talk Trek because their family or their friends don't. Oh, that's awesome. So thank you very much, Brad. That actually means a great deal. So thank you very much for the super chat and, of course, for your viewership. We're at 200 likes already. Wow, where are all my admins? Usually my admins are like, here's $5 at 150 likes. Let's get to 200. Make me pay. That being said, the head moderator, Jeff, is kind of on vacation tonight. So shame, but there you go. Dale is here. Hey, Dale, how's it going? I laughed at the angel scenes. They just looked so ridiculous. Who here would mind have a new Enterprise show with Pike and Number One? Nobody would mind. I did call as well that Michael was the angel that stopped and helped the Kelpians on Kaminar, and she stopped and looked at Saru. Called that early on. So yes for that. Ching. Yeah, it was just odd. It didn't answer all the questions I needed it to answer. It felt like we got no answers in an hour and a little bit of a show. Yeah, Doug, you're here. I know, but are you sharing links? Are you doing anything else? Keep an eye on the chat. Let's see. They are indeed course correcting. Absolutely. Archangel Michael, now we know where she got her name. And Gabriel Lorca. Gabriel, the Archangel Gabriel. And yeah, so who's the other Gabriel? There's another Gabriel. I can't remember. Anyway, yes, lots of that going on in Discovery, guys. Brian DeLear puts in 420. Good number again. After finale, what odds do you give Pike Show? 80%? Honestly, I give it like a 40%. I don't think they're going to do it, which is a shame. The way this ended, it could definitely, season 3 could be about the Enterprise. It's not going to be, but it definitely could be. But I give it less than half. Hackle $2. So why did Control ignore Burnham all that time? I don't know. Don't ask me. I just analyze the plot holes. I don't write them. Gabriel Burnham is Michael's mother. Thank you. Gabrielle, not Gabriel, but Gabby from Xena. They said Control was completely gone after the debriefing, though. I don't know. That seems kind of ridiculous. It does seem kind of ridiculous. I love how they were following Discovery up, and then all ships just. So I'm glad it's no tie into the Borg. That would have been entirely stupid. We've been saying it's not the Borg for a while now. Thank God it's not the Borg. Nothing shocking happened. It was expected, at least one twist or something. Spock is what we know him as because of Burnham. Why did they have to do that? To put their mark on things. Control focus was only for the sphere data. Once, just once, I'd like to be able to land someplace and say, "Behold, I am the Archangel Gabriel." I just watched that episode earlier this week. It was on Monday. So, good call there. Stuart, what did you think of the new experimental tactical flyers? They looked like Tron light cycles. Yeah, they were kind of stupid. They kind of had like a Wally Eva vibe to them. I think control shows back up in TOS. How so? What, in the M5 computer? I think that I definitely know lesson about trying to set shows in the middle of an existing canon. I hope they did. Don't shoehorn things in and mess things up. Just stop and go to your own time period. Even Enterprise didn't do that. Enterprise put it 100 years, gave it a lot of buffer, which was great. Valkyrie 417 puts in $2. Was it just me, or was that torpedo huge? That torpedo was huge. We were debating on whether that was a torpedo or not based on what we saw in the trailer, because it was too big. Not the trailer, but the visions from the last episode. It seemed more like the torpedoes from Star Trek Into Darkness, the long distance torpedoes. And the way it launched, it was like a special launch thing. It didn't come out of a tube, so I thought, yeah, it's not a torpedo, but apparently it was. Dumb. Veritas puts in $5. Leston Roderick brings up a good point. How did Lorel explain Tyler's continued breathing? How did Lorel explain continued? Oh yeah, he was supposed to be dead, wasn't he? I take it very few people know. I don't know. That's a good question. That'll be something that's never addressed. It's one of those issues with Discovery. It's like, oh, we forgot what we did last week. What happened? We have temporary amnesia. Gravity failure, tumble tube. Was that stupid or just me? I thought that was actually kind of cool because very rarely do you ever see anti-grav go down or environmental controls or whatever go down. Usually, no matter how bad systems failures are, there's always artificial gravity. So I loved that it was like tumbling. I thought that was kind of neat. And then gravity restored. It was good. The mother of all torpedoes, yes. I assumed it was a special heavy-duty torpedo devised by Section 31. Could be. I think the torpedo was a visual team embellishing that didn't sync with dialogue. There you go. The Mark XL torpedo. Yes. In the debriefing, they said Giorgio died. Did I hear that right? Yeah, because she was on board Discovery, so everyone on Discovery died, which is going to be interesting to see how they bring it back for the Section 31 show, which makes me think that some of the crew, if not all the crew, make it back to the past or from wherever they are, but Discovery gets left waiting for the crew to come back, and then they just never do. Hence, Calypso. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from that. I don't know, though. We're going to have to wait and see. Apparently, they've already started story treatments and work on Season 3, so we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait and see about that. Ugh. The effects budget must have been monumental for this, what we saw in this episode. Yeah, I think a lot of their budget this season went to building the Enterprise bridge and this last episode. That scene, that Section 31 needs to be more transparent, made me laugh. It didn't make me laugh, it made me go, thank God. Thank God. Losing gravity was good, but Discovery wasn't actually moving around, was it? Why were they being thrown around instead of on the float? Very good question. Very good question. I think they might have been tumbling and rolling to avoid the explosions. I don't know. But you're right. If they had just lost gravity, they should have been just floating and doing zero-G fighting, which could have been good. But they didn't do that. Everyone catch number 1 is now canonized as Una. There you go. Rocky, that's just not just gonna happen. Joseph, you should be excited. It's a fantastic one. You're gonna love it. Lots of action. Also, the D7 dialogue indicated one ship, but we saw several. Actually, the dialogue said D7's incoming. Give us all the information you have on the enemy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I thought they did say D7s, but I'd have to go back and rewatch. Yes, let's hit 350 likes. Everyone hit like. Like Spike. Come on, guys. Like Spike. Let's do it. Gravity malfunction versus non-function. Yeah, I'd say malfunction would work for that. The gravity was malfunctioning. It didn't say it was off. There you go. Perfect. Will it be that Calypso future or something more familiar? I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. It could be, as they speculated, 500 years in the future, not the thousands that Discovery was waiting. So let's say they jump 500 years in the future. Season 3 starts off 500 years. They spend the whole season trying to get home. They finally find a way to get the crew home, but not the ship. So they say, Discovery, just sit at these coordinates. If we can find a way to get you back, we will. Wait for us. And then Discovery sits there for 1,000 years, being all sad and pathetic. The AI marinates and becomes intelligent, becomes sentient, and then it meets Calypso dude Craft, and the crew just never comes back. Good tea, nice house. Welcome back. $5 Canadian. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. What did you think of the refit saucer? Did you catch any shuttle changes? I didn't see that row of windows just above the ship registry. Did you? We saw that when we first saw the Enterprise. It's not windows, it's like registry lighting to shine on the registry. I didn't think it was really a refit saucer. It looked exactly like the one that they saw at the end of season 1. This one we saw when the Enterprise showed up again a few episodes ago. Did you catch any subtle changes? I didn't catch any subtle changes. I think I said shuttle changes. Subtle changes to the hull. I did not catch any. But then again, I didn't really get a good look. Once we get our screen caps and stuff tomorrow, then I'll be able to take a better look and we'll actually analyze that kind of stuff for you guys. Chriskma1 puts in $5. What is your opinion of Pike? He surpassed Kirk to me in the finale. I think Pike is fantastic. It's good to see the character fleshed out. Surpassing Kirk, maybe not so much. He's definitely on the same level as Kirk as far as being a fantastic captain, but I wouldn't say surpassed. I thought he was great as a captain. It was great seeing his character fleshed out more, but I would like to see more of him, to be fair. Ensign did a fantastic job bringing that character to life and fleshing him out quite a bit, so bravo. Yeah, the 7 signal was a message from Burnham to Spock to tell them they made it. Yes. I actually really do want to give CBS money, just not for all access, but buying the series outright, Netflix distribution agreements, etc. 240 likes, not bad. Okay, well, let's get to 250 likes. We should get to 300 likes with 389 people here, but whatever. I don't have my regular mods here telling people to hit the like button, so it's kind of crappy, but it's late, so Disco Pike is pretty awesome. Thank the maker. You saw my comment. Every now and then I wonder if my comments are being seen. Yes, we have a great crowd of ensigns, all 403 of the TOS Enterprise. Matt, we see your comments quite a bit, but as we always say, the chat moves by pretty quickly when there's this many people there because you guys are talking amongst yourselves and to each other and answering each other's questions. So it's hard for us to see everything because it flies by pretty quick. That's why super chats are important if you do want to get noticed. I know not everybody can afford it, but I'm just letting you know how this works. There's a chat window, and then underneath there's another window that's a super chat window where the super chats stand out. They're different colors and easy to see, easy to read. Azugs 2100 puts in $1.99. Thank you very much. Did you, Joe? Did you? But anyway, that's why the super chat is important if you want to get your comment or question read. But Matt, we do see your comments and questions. We just try to pick the best ones. A lot of times I'm reading one and it flies off the screen. It's like, oh, it's so frustrating. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug. Paul Shepard puts in $5 Canadian. Come on, everyone, hit like. What an awesome season finale we got. I agree. Hit like. Let's hit like for an awesome season finale. Even if you hated it, click dislike. I don't care. Just click one of the like or dislike buttons. I do feel like this episode could have stood to be about 20 minutes shorter. Yes, I do too. It could have a lot less explosions and yes. Yes. How do you like the blue uniform along with the red and the final Enterprise shot? I thought it all looked fantastic. That bridge in the regular lighting at the end of that episode was beautiful. When Spock turned on his science display and you actually had the moire effect, it's like that made me like really happy. That was really good. So that was fantastic. Yes. Um, Vincent Visions puts in $5. I just got here from finishing the finale. They had a full-on phaser beams. Also nice to see that the dry dock had some good callbacks. Yes, there was a lot of great elements in this. Seeing the dry dock was nice. As soon as I saw the dry dock at the end, though, I'm like, okay, the Enterprise got seriously damaged. Maybe it's going to look like the... No, of course it doesn't. Because I've been waiting for them to fix the struts to make them straight struts like they are in TOS ever since we first saw the Enterprise, and they hauled it in saying, we're not sure how long it's going to take for repairs. So I want a Captain Discovery instead. All right, got a few super chats here. So Valkyrie417 puts in $2. Hit the like button, you sacks of meat. Well, that's not nice. I guess they are. Well, they're ugly bags of mostly water, is I guess the best way to describe the people. Joe Torres puts in $1.99. 275 gets another donation. Match my donation and make him pay. Yes. Sean Pullen puts in $2 Canadian. Battle sequences seemed like Trek to ya or more Star Wars. Battle sequences felt very Star Wars like, but Trek's been missing some really good battles. Because as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Starfleet battles, Starfleet Command, whatever. I love battling in Trek, and this one had a real Starfleet battles vibe to me, especially all the phasers being fired. I thought it was fantastic. I think we need more of that, but yeah, it did have a very Star Wars feel to it. Battle sequences were BSG more than Trek. Yeah, very much BSG, even more than Star Wars, I think. What was the sixth signal? The sixth signal was for Discovery. When she went through, they were like, how are we going to follow you? How are we going to be able to follow you through the black hole? She says, once I arrive, I'll light up a signal for you guys so that you can find your way, like a North Star. So that's what that's all about. Wow, the chat's just flying by, guys. I love the interaction. I love that you guys are here chatting and hanging out. What did everyone think of the Enterprise repair droids? Well, Jamal, we already talked about that, and we kind of decided that they weren't droids. They were actually suits, repair suits, which is not unprecedented. If you look in the Star Trek technical manual for TNG, they actually have the repair suits right there with the multi-arm. And it's sort of almost exactly what these ones looked like. So I thought that was pretty fantastic. I'd buy them if they were suits going out to repair. I personally wouldn't want to be in a goddamn suit during a battle like that. But and Pike called them the DOT-7s. So DOT dot. Don't know what that would stand for. Damage. Something something. I don't know. They looked like droids, moved quick. They did look like droids. I thought they were droids at first. My note actually says, really? Do they have R2-D2s now? Kharkov puts in $4.99. It is wrong. I don't want anything to do with Discovery next season. It's just continue with the Enterprise. I would be down for that. And the way they ended this season, I expect they could definitely do that. They're not going to, but they could. The fact they left the fate of everyone on Discovery just kind of like, I don't know. It's like, really? That's how you're ending the season? What the fuck, guys? What the fuck? Department of Transportation suits, yes. JPJ201, Starfleet puts in $5. Love the visuals of Starfleet headquarters. Yeah, they were fantastic. They did look very green screeny though, especially the profile shot of Spock and Tyler with the thing in the background looked very green screeny. Dare I say it almost had an Axanar vibe to it, Prelude to Axanar. The heads moved around like droids. Yeah, I know. I have a feeling they were repair droids because you wouldn't send humans out in a battle to do things like that. But God, man. Valkyrie 417 puts in $2. Blue phasers for the win. Yes, love that. But Discovery's in the distant future now. That could be interesting with better writing. Yes, could be. It could absolutely be a fantastic. Lazy writing, lazy way to fix the timeline. Well, not really fixed. It explains why Discovery and the Spore Drive and Michael Burnham are never talked about, but Damage Operation Team, .7. Perfect. Love it. Actually, Timothy Peel, if he's still here, he might know. What is the .7s? What does that mean? The Blaposphere. Blappy is here. I love the look and sound of the phasers on Enterprise. Yes, I did as well, Blappy. Thank you for joining us, by the way. Glad you could take the time out of your busy life to hang out with your dear old friend. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Caleb Horn puts in $2. Safe ending if they'd ended up getting canceled. Yeah, but they already knew they were getting renewed like halfway through the season. Although that being said, it was probably most of it was probably filmed, but still. Yeah, it has been renewed for season 3 for sure, but it's a perfect way to end it. Just there. That's the end of Discovery. There you go. 2 seasons done. Don't know what happens to them. Don't care. Actually, I do care. I miss poor Tilly already. Poor girl. I'm just going to pretend that Captain Spire says I'm just going to pretend that Star Trek Discovery never happened. Feel free, my friend. It's a free country. Discovery now in the future, season 3, Enemy of the Borg. Haha, just kidding. Enterprise J is the 26th century. Yes, that will be a hell of a challenge. I'm playing with my new 3D printer and hanging out with fellow Trekkers. Love you all. Trekkies, sorry. Which other fellow Trekkies? Dave? You're not allowed to have other Trekkie friends. It's not acceptable. The USS Relativity is from the 29th century. Is Tilly on Discovery? Yes. She restored the shields to 40% so they could follow Burnham. So yes, she is. Don't know why the spore drive was covered up when it wasn't related to control or the sphere data. Anti-Trekker's here, $2. So, how much booze will I need? My friend, you're going to probably need a lot of booze. But you know what? It was a fun ruckus ride. There's a lot of flash, but not a lot of substance. It's kind of my definition, my breakdown of this episode. Um, it is good. You will enjoy the ending, I think. But it's a cliffhanger. So enjoy it, Anti-Trekker. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts. I'm not going to be able to watch your whole live stream, but I will tune in just to say hi, and because you requested that I come join you guys, so I will be there. So Z Films is even here. I love how the spore drive chamber was turned into an agony booth. Essentially turned into an agony booth. Yes. Welcome, Z Films. Thank you for joining us. You owe me a beer. Yeah, and then Mary, somebody tweeted on Twitter, that's it. Everybody at Star Trek Vegas, whenever you see Mary Wiseman, you owe her a beer. And Mary Wiseman said, I can get behind that. So I commented like right away and said, I'll see you there because we are going to be at Vegas this year. So Joe Torres puts in $3.99. Let's see 300 likes. Thoughts on the D7? We've already talked about the D7, but we did see a few more shots of it, sort of. I really need to see screen caps, though. It went by really quick. So I think it's fantastic. I think it's it's a D7, you know? Thank you. It's about time. So thank you, Joe, for asking that. The D7 was great. D7s everywhere, says Kharkov. Still watching. Mikey just placed the Wild Stallions trash can and the keys. Yeah. If you haven't watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure or Bogus Journey, you're missing out. Go watch it. Did it finally line up with canon, or was that a lie? It kind of 50% lined up with canon at the end, with the way they kind of did a few things. Um, Visually, not so much, but that's fine. It's a visual reboot. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, they answered a few questions maybe. Might see more in Star Trek Online in the future, says Z Films. Ooh, and he's got a little grin there. So that's a little tease, I guess. If you haven't subscribed to Z Films, guys, go look up Z Films Productions on YouTube and subscribe to him. He's got some fantastic stuff, especially if you're a fan of Star Trek Online. He does some beauty shots and renders of the ship. His hashtag is ship porn. I have the Z Films Productions shirt in red. I have a red shirt, and on the back it says hashtag ship porn. So, I mean, it's kind of what goes hand in hand with Trekyards. So go check out Z Films, guys. Please subscribe to his channel. He does amazing work, and I would really like you guys to go subscribe. I think you won't be disappointed if you love ships. And if you're watching Trekyards, chances are you love ships, so go subscribe. And the turbolift dimension is subject to damage and is apparently hundreds of feet tall. Don't get me started about the damn turbolift dimension. It did cause one of my favorite characters to get injured, so that's not cool. What do you think about the new species we got to see in both Discovery and Enterprise? It was cool seeing new species. We need to see more of that in Star Trek. I think that's one thing that Gene Roddenberry would have definitely wanted. Showing multiple races and species all working together. We could do races in the 60s, but not so much this different species. But yes, see films. We should hook up sometime soon. He's only like an hour and a half from me. He lives in Toronto, so. Oh, I didn't know if you wanted me to say that. It's big. Toronto's a big city. Anyway, he's near me. Yes, see films. We need to hook up. Right now on PC, they're doing a TFO event where you can start collecting vouchers for a free Tier 6 ship from the C-Store. Well, that's cool. Actually, if you watch my Eagle Moss review tomorrow, it is on the... I put it away. The Odyssey class Enterprise F that Eagle Moss released. And actually, if you buy the ship, there's a code to get a Tier 5 Odyssey class cruiser. So you can actually get yourself an Odyssey class cruiser in addition to getting the Eagle Moss ship. So check out my review tomorrow. It's at noon on the Trekyards page. And don't forget to also check out my Captain's Log, which is tomorrow at 8 o'clock on the Captain Foley personal channel and 9 o'clock on the Trekyards channel. So tune in and watch. Didn't like the R2-D2 knockoffs. We talked about this a few times now, but yes. If Control was dead, why did they have to go to the future? That's a very good question. Wait, is that an Eagle Moss Odyssey? Eagle Moss Odyssey class, yes. I still don't get the asymmetric colors. I don't either. They look kind of stupid. Me too, there's nowhere else to get the kind of detail on ships. I can imagine he's going to be pretty animated, lots to discuss. Who are we talking about? Well, Cap, I have to go to bed. Good night. Good night, Doug. Please, for the love of God, watch Orville. Yes, there are a few bad episodes. Bad episodes of all Star Trek as well. Just trust me, the humor gets toned down so much on Orville. Hey, go fuck yourself, you dumb bastard. Honking your horn driving by my house. What an asshole. They don't know for sure that Control is dead. Well, Control being nanobots and being computer program, it's hard to say that it's dead for sure. Absolutely, I thought the same thing. Hackle, $2. Jet Reno, violate the basic laws of physics? No. That's one of my favorite lines. Scotty would have been the same way. He would have been like, ah, no, I cannot do it, Captain. But somehow he would do it. Jason is here. Vinak, how's it going, man? Jason, Vinak, one of our admins. He's amazing. Great friend of mine. Great guy. Need to hang out with him. I need to do a live with him sometime. Just talk about a subject, pick something. We need to do a live together because he's great. The Blaposphere. Blappy says the happy captain. Klingon drive by honking. Yes, Klingon drive-by honking. That's exactly what that was. Burnham sending you a signal. Yeah, you can burn him. um, that was really big Canadian goose. Yes. I assure when all ships following Discovery to the wormhole ended up dead in the water, kind of suggests Control was dead. Control's control over the rest of the ships was dead. That's a lot to multitask. But if it needs to survive and go, you know, down low, it could survive in a few nanobots. It doesn't necessarily have to die. Um, Big Canadian goose. That's just a regular goose. When is the Batman guy gonna come back? Soon, soon. Okay, so this weekend there's too much going on. That being said, this weekend actually might work. We'll have to see. Maybe this weekend. Not next weekend, because next weekend I'm leaving on the 26th on the Friday to fly down to Denver because I'm going to be at Starfest. And then I'm going to be hanging out with my good buddy Cliff for the weekend and coming back on the Monday. So I'm going to be at Starfest in Denver this weekend. We have a panel. Star Trek Discovery versus the Orville, different approaches to sci-fi. That panel is Saturday at 11 o'clock. So if you can make it to Starfest, by all means, please come check out the panel. There'll be a Q&A at the end. We'll try to get Samuel to Skype in. Otherwise, it'll just be me. But as I said, it will be at Starfest this weekend. So if you can come to the panel at 11 o'clock on Saturday, please do so. Rick Sternbach, John Eves, William Shatner, Scott Grimes. There's going to be so many great guests there. It's going to be a fun time. So come down to Denver this weekend if you can. If you see Captain Foley there, scream, say hi. Hey, Captain Foley, how's it going? We'd love to meet you guys and hang out. So please come by if you can. But then after that, because now the Discovery's done, Orville's going to be done next week. So by all means, we're going to have London Batman back. We'll do a live for you guys. We'll be drinking. It'll be fun. You can ask us questions, hang out with us, see us act like assholes. It'll be fun. But we got to get Discovery packed away. We got to get Orville done. We have an Indiegogo campaign coming up, which will be pretty important. And then after that, then we can chill out and hang out and do some fun stuff. We're still going to do our regular weekly lives. We just have to come up with great topics. So that'll definitely be something for the weekend. But yes, if you guys want to see London Batman and I hang out again, that'll definitely be in the cards very soon. So we'll see. You should come to SLC Facts sometimes. I go over here. Where is that? It's only an 8-hour drive for me. Wish I could make it, but not this time. Oh, shitty, Dale. Sorry. You watch Game of Thrones at all? No. Haven't watched yet. I have seasons 1 through 7 on Blu-ray, which I got for a fantastic deal. I'm just going to wait till it's all done and over, then I'll start watching it. Gotham was epic. The Orville ended on a shocking turn of events. Very good to know. I didn't have a chance to watch Orville tonight because, as I said, Discovery ran long. And, yeah. 300 likes. That's amazing. Thanks, guys. Live drinking games, super chat for a shot. Depends on the amount. We will set up rules for that. Yes, like $10 will be a full shot of hard alcohol. $5 will be a half shot. $1 or $2 will be a sip of beer or something. But yeah, we'll have something like that for the live when we're drinking for sure. It'll be fun. Maybe I'm late, but I just got done watching. Well, you are kind of late. We started an hour ago. But Salt Lake City FanX comic. I mean, maybe eventually we'll go. We just need to be asked or invited. We kind of lucked out with Starfest. Everything just worked out. The stars aligned for Starfest. I got to stay with my buddy Cliff for the weekend and hang out with him. Like I said, I don't have to worry about a hotel. I just have to worry about my flight. Got a super great price on a flight. And yeah, I'm going to be there from Friday to Monday. So would love to see you guys there if you're there. If you are there, by all means, email me, say that you're going to be there, what day you're going to be there, and maybe we can arrange to meet up or hang out or something. That'd be cool. Gotham is good prequel storytelling. I don't know. I've watched all of Gotham. I actually know one of the actors in Gotham. Um, his name is Reg Clinton Brown. He plays one of the thugs that was in Arkham Asylum. Um, but So he's actually survived all the way to the end of Gotham, which is interesting. Um, I have a few issues with Gotham, but overall it's enjoyable to watch. It's just talk about unrealistic. But we're getting off topic here. We're talking about Star Trek. There are a lot of great questions and comments. Super chat will guarantee yours gets addressed, and you can steer the course of the chat. Thank you, Dale. Yeah, sorry guys, I get off on tangents or I talk about something and I miss all the chat as it flows by, and I apologize. I try to read the questions and hang out with you guys, but have you warmed up to the Michael Burnham character yet? Yes, more so the last little while for sure. She's more human now, which is nice. I've also warmed up to Giorgio, which is weird because I couldn't stand Giorgio for a long time. Even Captain Giorgio, I didn't like her. But she's really grown on me as well. So they're doing a fantastic job with characterization and things like that. So good on them. If they can get me to like somebody that I initially hate, they're doing a good job. Because usually when I hate somebody or an actor or an actress or a character, I just stay in that groove, you know. Disco on main viewer and the captain on console screen. This is the life. Well, T-Berg sci-fi fan, that's awesome. Um, if I could afford adding money, I would. No problem, Daniel. Don't worry about it. Like we say, just share the video around. Just comment. Join us on social media. Hang out with us that way. Just join us for the live chats. Just having the viewers helps. But best way is to share. Make sure you're subscribed. All that jazz. Just and click the like button. If you haven't clicked the like button is one of the easiest ways to help out the channel because it helps our analytics. The series isn't over. The series isn't over. The season isn't over. The season is over. The series isn't over. The actress who plays Burnham seems nice. The writing the character lets down. It's too princessy, and I think the direction a lot of the times is very awful for her character. But so if you mention Michael Burnham, does that violate general? Oh shit! Sorry, I can't talk about her. What are we even talking about? Discovery got destroyed, I think. I read a report that it exploded or something. All hands lost. It's such a shame. Anyway, I still don't like Burnham or Giorgio, but I did like Pike. Will we see Kirk in season 3, or would that be just fan service? I don't want to see Kirk in season 3. I don't. Don't want to see it. Michael James within $2. Thank you very much. Corrected my mistake in another message. Okay. Maybe I should watch. Switch to cable internet. Sure. What happened to the short Trek Calypso tie-in? Well, they just jumped to the future, so it's going to be in season 3, clearly. Michael Sherbert puts in $2. What would you think of a Pike Enterprise series? Everybody's asked us this question like a bazillion times a day on every live for the past like month, 2 months, 3 months. We would love it. We think of more of a mini series, like six to 10 episode mini series would be great. Not necessarily entire series, but they could definitely do it now, and that would be fun. But again, I want to see something new. Stop shoehorning stuff into an existing timeline. There's too many possibilities to screw things up. So make something new. I would love to see Kirk, but it would be contrived and not make a ton of sense. The only way it would make sense is if the Farragut shows up. He's a lieutenant on the Farragut right now, so you could beam across to the Farragut. They save somebody, I guess. I don't know. Beam over, and then you hear in the background on the loudspeaker, Captain Kirk or Lieutenant Kirk, please report to astrophysics or something. That'd be a way to do it without actually seeing the character, but having a quick little nod, that'd be fine. I want to see Lorca back, I really do. I think Spock looked better with a beard than without. Oh, absolutely he did. Plus, we got used to him with a beard. That's one of the problems. If he had started out without a beard and then had a beard for the last episode, we'd be like, okay, he doesn't look good with a beard. But I do agree, he looks too baby faced almost without the beard. Um, Valkyrie 417 puts in $5. Anyone else notice that the 3D and 2D animation when going into the wormhole? Well, yeah, but it's spending space and time. So I loved that it went from 3D to 2D and then flipped around and it was still 2D. I thought that was cool. That was a great effect. Disco is lagging. Probably server overload. As long as I'm not lagging, it's fine. Never mind where disco went in the 32nd century, where calypso is the 32nd century. There you go. They did that with. Whoa. See? Chat just keep jumping by. I liked him clean shaven. He looked heroic. Lord O'Caucus. Quagus? Coitus? No, not coitus. Puts in 250. Multiple time periods next season. Could be them attempting to jump home and keep screwing up. That would be great. We actually know when some eclipse takes place, only that was 1,000 years in the future from some point. So it might have been the 42nd century. Yes, exactly. Because they could jump 500 years in the future, and then they find a way to get the crew back to their time, but they can't take Discovery with them. So they say to Discovery, okay, we're abandoning you here. If we are able to, we'll come back and get you. Just wait. And Discovery's like, all systems on standby. And then eventually its AI becomes sentient. It's waited 1,000 years. Nobody's come back. And it just sits there and just they never come back. It's just the loneliest ship out there in the middle of nowhere. That would be sad, but it could definitely be the case. It could be they could jump 1,000 years in the future and then tell it to wait 1,000 years, so it's 2,000 years. We don't know. We just know that it's been waiting for 1,000 years. So if they killed Leland in Control, why did they have to go back to the future? I don't know. That's one of the things that confused me. I thought Bones was the one who ended up having a beard, not Spock. Well, later in life, yes. Quantum Leap, Discovery style, yes. They jump through time, putting things right that once went wrong, and hoping each time that their next leap will be the leap home. Anyway, Quantum Leap's awesome, man. Yeah, and Scott Bakula. Oh boy. Anti-Trekker is on. Oh, that's sad. Now I'm going to lose all my audience. Bye, guys. Don't analyze that story too closely. Well, they were sure they're going to be able to kill Leland. I hope season 3 doesn't become like season 3 of Enterprise. Bad season it was. First time around, I didn't enjoy season 3 of Enterprise, but on rewatch, it was actually really well done. So, oh boy, yeah, exactly, Jason. Quantum Trek. Their only companion on this journey is a hologram called the Doctor that only Discovery can see and hear. Yeah. Control wasn't supposed to be on Discovery. They went forward with their plan without taking into consideration that they could kill Control. Spock's swirly control panel thing was cool. That's called a Moire effect. That's a Moire, if you will. Sorry. What was your overall thought on the season? Was it worth watching it? Yes, absolutely. Definitely worth watching. This was a great season. A lot of standout moments and an overall just great story and great acting. If Discovery can find Mama Burnham and the two suits and maybe be able to use recrystallization tech to fix the one in Burnham's suit, then bring the crew back without the ship. Yes. Season 4 was great. Too bad it was cancelled, but it led to 3 million people tuning in or something. Yes, season 4 of Enterprise was awesome. Love the classic Enterprise sound effects in this episode. In all the episodes, ever since season 1, they've been spot on with a lot of the TOS sound effects in Discovery. It's one of the things they did right. The sound design is awesome. Putting quantum in front of anything makes it cool, like dog versus quantum dog. See? Steve Shive's idea for a proper ending to Enterprise was right. With Archer walking away from the Federation charter ceremony, he lights up blue and leaps. That would be fucking awesome. Joe Wright puts in $2. Why would they leap with Leland on board? Well, I don't know. A lot of unanswered questions, a lot of plot holes. I'm wondering if Samuel's going to like this episode. Hopefully he says what I said, that it's got a lot of flash, a lot of glitz, a lot of glamour, but not a lot of substance. Because that's kind of the vibe that I get from it. It's like having a really good meal and not being full. Hold on here, I just need to send a text message. Did you notice the cage callback at the end with the zoom out? Yes. Damn, I think the Red Angel story arc was worth it. Yes, don't analyze the story too closely, because if you do, a lot of things don't make sense. Exactly, yeah. Like a lot of things on television. If you look at it too deeply, it doesn't make sense. So, love the solar blue phaser effects along with the classic phaser sound effects as well. Or effects, well done, yes. Jumping into the future makes it someone else's problem. Leland melted. It's like pulling a magnet next to your CPU. Yes. I hated These Other Voyages, a holodeck Riker episode. Really? It was a bad send-off for the show, yes, but great intent behind it. It just didn't come off well, you know? And it shouldn't have been a season finale or series finale. As a mid-season episode, it would have been fine. But they proceeded with the plan even after Leland was not destroyed. Yes, I don't. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be going soon. It's raining here. Had a few flashes of lightning, but see, at this point in the conversation, you guys aren't even talking to me. You're just talking amongst yourselves, which is awesome. I love the community that we've made. The fact that you guys can chat in the chat to each other is fantastic. I like the space, the final frontier part, though. That was good. Yes, that was awesome at the end. I thought the time crystal only had enough power for one jump, not 7. I thought the same thing. It also didn't make sense. She said, I can't set the coordinates to go. Okay, now that does make sense now. She couldn't set the coordinates to go forward in time, but she could set them to go back in time to get the red signals. I hate time travel. It's really gives me a headache. Get the Camaro up to 88 miles per hour and hang on. I'll do that tomorrow, maybe, if it's dry. You're paying my speeding tickets, though. Sorry, Cap and friends, but I have to bail. Long live long and prosper. See you later, Kharkov. Bye, man. There were 7 short jumps, yes. Tomorrow is the finale of Trekyards' Reaction Trilogy. Commander Calkins will join the captain for an in-depth examination of Discovery's season finale. Join us and be part of the conversation. Yes, join us tomorrow at 5 Eastern Standard Time for our live review and breakdown of this episode. And check out our review earlier in the afternoon. That's our concise, quick, to the point review of what we thought of this episode. Yeah, don't analyze the story too much. Laughy face, exactly. But yeah, and join us tomorrow at 5 Eastern Standard Time if you can for the live, because we love your thoughts and input. You generate a lot of conversation between the two of us, and it really opens our minds and makes us think about things in a different way. So we love having you guys there. can refer you to my firm. They have a Toronto office. Who? When? What? Toronto office for what? You firm? What? Oh, for the speeding tickets? Are you a lawyer? I got the 1 week free trial today just for this episode. Cheers. That's funny. um, they jumped 950 years. Is that what an enterprise Jason exists? Ish. And they jumped 930 years because her mom was 950 years in the future 20 years ago. That's when she first jumped 20 years ago. It was 950 years in the future. So she set it for 930 years to compensate. So there you go. I think they will visit Borath in season 3, episode 1. There is a leak on IMDb. Oh, really? That's interesting. Spoil it for me. Did Spock finally shave? Yes. He found his phaser razor. His phaser razor was in his quarters, and he found a uniform as well. Enterprise J is in the 25th century. They jumped to the 32nd century. Yes, they jumped past Enterprise J. Anyway, guys, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. I want to thank you all for joining me. It's been fun. I've run out of things to say. I was super excited for this episode when I came on, and I've kind of got it all out of my system now. And I just need to go down and rewatch the last half of it, take my notes, chillax. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Got a lot of recording to do with Samuel and getting things ready for you guys. And if you want to know what's been going on this past week, because I'm a little bit stressed, please check out my Captain's Log tomorrow at 8 on my Captain Foley personal channel and 9 a.m. on the Trekyards channel. And don't forget the Eagle Moss review at noon. Check it out as well. But guys, I am heading off to bed. Thank you very much for joining me. Or not to bed. I'm just hanging up. I'm leaving the stream. I'm closing the stream down. That's what I'm doing. And then going downstairs, taking notes. Then going to bed. So thank you very much for joining me. It's always fun to hang out with you guys. And now that Discovery is not on the air, I don't know. Do you guys still want me to do a live with you guys? You still want me to do some kind of late night live during the week so you guys can hang out and chat with me about random stuff? Or look at Dave sent me a flower. Thank you very much, Blappy. Anyway, let me know if you guys want to hang out with me during the week when there's no Discovery. But yes, have a great, safe, happy Easter weekend, everyone. And enjoy your families. Just be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I will talk to you all later. Have a good night, guys. Bye.